The Who, The Men. Now, when I was setting this up, doing the sound check, I read what's coming up here, and as soon as I read it, I was thinking over on some of the other crazier tinfoil hat stuff I do, conspiratorial stuff. The subject has come up, uh, and I thought it hit home right away, so I thought I'd throw that down there because you should probably be able to be both. And in our house, I use I love the internet. Been doing it for a bit, and I love all the Titanic memes. You know, there was enough room for Jack, and Rose was the villain. But my honey, my partner, my wife, she she really likes the film, and we inevitably end with the captain at the wheelhouse going down with the ship. Um, she just saw him pass in Lord of the Rings, and the two roles. She was just like, and I'm like, well, I know the world says some stuff, and the crybabies and the tissue hoarders want to pretend that there was never um, anything positive, but men have risen to battle as long as, unfortunately, conflict has existed, and then also doled out compassion and care like we can't believe. They're very capable of both. Not that women aren't. But we live in a time where the attack, especially against strength, cowardly is how a lot of the current events make uh, you, you 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 think you're supposed to act. And oh, sugars, hold on a second. The coincidence of that phone call is the gentleman in my father's trailer park down in Riverview, Florida, who just like triple checked and told me he was, going to the post office to send a document back that we need to process and to take care of some business. And I was like, wow, we'd already solidified this, but it went above and beyond to keep me informed. And here's the thing. I guess here's my problem. Used to be self respect and dignity, not a tracking number. And there's nothing wrong with the tracking number, but it was better when it wasn't needed. And then I really don't know if the men were in control then or not, but I mean that's kind of the segue. The Men is written based on Mongolian philosophy of man's inner spirit, or can't do that one, and the importance of inner strength and kindness of a man to the world. It is believed that the energy of men should always be reinforced with positiveness, strength, and generosity. Um, so this song tries to encapsulate the ancient wisdom and share it to the rest of humanity. Lyrics are chants that guide young and old men alike to be headstrong and have dreams that have a dream that cultivate goodness. Capture every fiber of a Mongolian's man's way of living. And as I was saying, to wrap this up, because I think it'd be cool, and I'm probably not going to open my mouth much during the song. Ange and I just watched, Lord of the Rings trilogy, and the extended version, and I without getting choked up, Samwise and his storyline. I said for me, that's the core. All of them got like special powers. This dude's a gardener who wants to get home to his kids. Kind of deal. He hadn't made them. You're right. It's more complicated than that, but you know what I'm saying. The memes, kind of deal. And we got to the end, and he's walking up and hugging the family, and I was just like, it's pretty cool. And I have a lot of respect for just average men who wanted to be average men to their families and wives. Even the greatest warriors happen to have that on their resume as well. Sometimes, well, a lot of times. Sometimes is why they're warriors. I find that whole thing incredibly interesting and cool. With with some of the resonating, glary, steely stares. Uh, there's a strength thing, but then I was thinking to myself the whole time, the same will, strength, and determination that it would take to defend one's own against others would be the same energies it would take to build up one's village to sustainable incredible heights. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter what we throw our energy at. I think what it matters is that we have a purpose and will to take care of ours, love ours, care for ours, defend ours. And I'm positive that those ideas are written into the universe. They're not handed down by any man. The men, I think, do their best to live within the constraints of the constraints of other men. The universe gave them a code that if they were, hopefully not so greedy and a little bit bent on taking care of theirs, protecting theirs, and not needing much more than what they need stuff. I don't know. We had a pretty good system. We build incredible monuments to the moments we have peace. They will destroy the shit out of them to get what we want or make a point. Is it complicated? Sure. But there's the other side where the pencil wielding manipulators and wizards of this world convince men to lay down their arms so they can be lined up and put down as no longer needed. As some places on the planet find out they won't be able to reproduce fast enough to sustain their own populations. How did the men let it get this far? And maybe some of this stuff should hit home and you should listen to it a little bit and read. Yeah, because you get to be good. The same energy we would need to use to protect ourselves, we can use to elevate ourselves. But we better find a way to channel some of that energy, or the men will disappear. I know that sounds good for the lesbians, but I'm just saying it don't sound good for the planet. Later.